Hello, Sun Power here. We just missed the N24 that could have taken to the pool. But I was gonna plan on walking anyway so I can make this video about the response to Plain Power Live's video about climate change. He's made many of them these days because we're in a serious situation here on Earth. The Earth is warming way too fast. By 2100, I guess we could have Earth free of glaciers and we'll be at the end of the Ice Age by then. Greenhouse Earth, yeah. There are major consequences to letting the planet warm up. Even though the benefits are like in the Arctic, warmer summers, warmer swimming seasons, and in the temperate zones, water is less cold during the early months of the swimming season. But there are many like consequences that outweigh the benefits of climate change. Anyway, the planet is warming. The people on the South Shore, the snobs, are very arrogant. They just live it up in their own bubble, not realizing that a hurricane could hit in 2024 that would knock out all their land. Yeah, Pine Power said so. He's the weather genius, the meteorology genius. So, listen to him. We could see Sunrise Boulevard knocked out by the next major hurricane even. And these people on the South Shore think they're okay, that they'll survive it because they're in their own bubble. A bubble that is politically like protected but not by Mother Nature. Well, they don't know what's coming for them. It's gonna be terrible to see the Babylon branch being inoperable. I know that might mean that they're gonna run more trains on the Hempstead branch, probably, and the main line, but losing all that land on Long Island is gonna be sad. And they're gonna finally realize we need to invest in the middle of the island. But we can't just lose all that land on the South Shore. We need to find alternative means of fuel consumption, like fully electric cars and buses, and using public transportation instead of driving. Because the way nice bus is, it's unreliable. It's causing more and more people to drive and pollute the air with their gas-guzzling SUVs and pickup trucks on the South Shore. It's gonna be a disaster what comes in the future. And people will be like, just move to the Arctic and the Antarctic. Well, there it won't be safe either. But humans warming up the planet will cause all of Earth to be uninhabitable. And about like the buses. Nice Bus is doing a terrible job. The MTA raised their fares, which I know I originally said I liked, but after hearing like how people complained about it and how it makes the environment a lot worse. Now I'm disagreeing with what I said earlier when I was at Riverdale. Or most people like to call it like Flushing. Actually, no, most people like to call it Riverdale. I'd like to call it Flushing. It's along the real Hudson River. Oh, enough of that. The thing is that we need to protect our planet, use alternative fuel sources like pure electric cars. We should have never had hybrid electric cars to begin with. It delayed and the usage of clean power. Because hybrid electric is not clean. It still uses at least some gas or diesel fuel. So we should have just went straight for electric and we wouldn't have had most of the problems with fuel consumption that we have today. That would have been a better idea, is just to go straight from diesel or gas to fully electric. And I know Pine Power, I don't know why he doesn't like, or Randy ran this too, doesn't like the use of fully electric. It's clean. I do agree with them on, like, they shouldn't have shut down all the power plants because it's causing power outages. I mean, nuclear power plants are considered safe. They've been doing it for years. Anyway, in my opinion on, like, solving the climate crisis is, well, you know how my business is already in business and that I'm earning money through trading card sales, and then next week it'll probably be computer sales once the website's up for Quadrillion Computer. I'm going to use that money to build multipliable machines that manufacture things out of thin air, but also can be placed at every single border of or intersection of latitude and longitude. They can influence the planet and make it the right type of environment. Meaning like a healthy planet. Those TAMs will help prevent bad toxic things from being in the air. They'll help cool down the planet into the way it was during the 20th century, when everything was like perfect environmentally. And then prevent any spikes in temperatures that are harmful, or prevent any too low temperatures that are harmful. Those machines can be there all the time for the entire future to prevent these climate change crises from happening. And that's what I plan to do. No, that is not snow. That's a rock. Right here we're walking through Garden City, taking an alternative path, even though it's much hillier to get to the pool in Roosevelt Field from Garden City, like near the Garden City hypothetical GC train station. I like taking the back roads to a bit west of there, even though they're more hilly. We need to stop this climate crisis. We need to stop this climate crisis. We need to take action, do the right stuff to our environment. Stop burning fossil fuels. And stop selling fuel-based vehicles or hybrid vehicles. They need to go straight to fully electric vehicles. No, that means no more gas or diesel vehicles, no more hybrid vehicles, but just electric. And that's what the Beeline should have done with their recent order of buses. They should have ordered them all electric, all of them, the recent ones, and then gotten rid of the 2009 NABIs, the 40th LFW buses, and then replaced them with even more fully electric buses, or converted them to fully electric and took out their gas engines or diesel engines. And the future of TTT, outside of electrified zones, is where we rely on flywheel energy storage, a type of fuel a type of electric power that has been abandoned. It was stupid to abandon it because it was very efficient, it was very environmentally friendly. What was wrong with flywheel energy storage? Nothing. Nothing was wrong with flywheel energy storage. The gyro bus was an excellent idea that was abandoned, and the abandonment is probably causing our planet to warm up. It's just sad.